These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got it behind the line. It's done. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Vols will have it first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. What's covered throw on a put more people in the box to stop the run. When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Keeps it on the draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph poof out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense of keeping it very...
Touchdown, Georgia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Extra point here would tie the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dable, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Duff. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Duck. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Ernie on the Jets. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. The home team has the lead right now. Crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Utah. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch down the right side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Now they'll run the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, Armstrong trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Harrison. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Back to the ground game on the left. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little boost for your running game.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Garcia. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, and how about the QB? Calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Butler. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the Vols had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Huffman. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
running in the red zone here on second down. Now the play fake. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He wants to throw it again. Big guy smells it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Banks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break up.
Going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking for the score. Got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Cooler. From the gun. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Banks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. You got to come out and put points on the board. And Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Paul, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play, at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the Honey Badger before the Honey Badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Flying down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Utah. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Butler. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him tote the rock with success, and now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the run, it's Butler. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Never a doubt. And now they take the lead.
And And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it down the right side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Georgia. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Now on the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Duff. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Buffalo. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you've got to do. You've got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
As an offense, you're playing this defense. They're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about a big fella in the middle? Completely collapsed the pocket on that play.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. No, he got loose. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Vols! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Coming out with it, it's Banks. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Using the quick game. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil guys see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost have the touchdown pass on that one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. And this one splits the uprights. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. Throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Garcia.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Boy, everything was hanging in the balance on that fourth down, and they're able to get the first.
Wow, with the game on the line, somebody has just got to step up and make a play, and that guy did right there.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on 3rd and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Tennessee! They jump on top here in OT. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at 3rd down. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. 3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He caught it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
4th down. Pick it up here or this game is over. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time. Great.
Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening. But we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.